Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you noticed, there was no Boxycharm unboxing video for this month. And the reason for that is my box came really late. So it's the 30th today. I just got my box like Tuesday. So by the time I got it, I felt it was just too late to do an unboxing. Everybody had already done all their unboxings. Most of my friends, clients, subscribers had already received their boxes, so there was like no secret as to what was in the box this month. So rather than not doing any Boxycharm video for the month of August, I decided what I would do is a Boxycharm summer rundown. Favorites and fails from the products that we received in the boxes over the last few months of the summer. I thought it would be really fun to sort of go through the products, talk about the products that really worked for me, products that were just okay, products that I really didn't care for, and I would love to know from you guys in the comments below, what are the products that really stood out to you and what are some products that you almost immediately passed on? I'm always interested to know because everything works differently for other people, so let's dive in. So the first month we're going to talk about is June, and June was a Boxy Luxe month. So I am subscribed to Boxy Luxe. So if you're not familiar, Boxycharm is a subscription box of beauty products. You get 4 to 5 full-size products every single month for $21 US. And then you can also upgrade to Boxy Luxe. Every 3 months you'll get that. It's a little bit more money, but you get a ton of products. It's usually valued well over $200 or $300. I can't remember, but I really look forward to the big box. So June was a Boxy Luxe month, and some of the products that really stood out to me in this particular box was, first of all, the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade Lip Gloss. I got the color Peach Tea. This smells like my youth. It smells like the old like Bonnie Bell like lip smackers type lip glosses that we used when I was young, and it just takes me back to like the good old days. I love this so much. I actually keep this in my purse. This is my purse lip gloss, which is saying something if this is the one that I'm carrying around in the world with me. Love this so much. I think there was 2 colors. I got Peach Tea. I think there was also like one that was a little bit more pink. This one's a little bit more peachy. The color really comes off like a clear for the most part, but it smells really good. It's not sticky. It's a great one that you can put on and not have to look in the mirror. Loved that so much. Another win for me was the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow Serum. So this is an AHA resurfacing night serum. You can use this a couple of times a week. I use it once a week, twice a week. In the summer, I'm much more careful with these types of products because they will make you photosensitive. And even though I wear sunscreen every single day, I also battle with hyperpigmentation that comes from sun damage. So I am a little bit more careful about these products in the summer when I tend to be outside more. In the winter, I will probably be using this 2 or 3 times a week. I really like it. I've noticed a difference with my skin with this, and I find I don't have to do my multi-fruit peel cleanser as often when I'm using something like this because it kind of does that job for me, and I don't have to remove it. You just apply it, let it soak in, and apply your other products right over top. So I really enjoyed that. A couple of things that were fails for me out of that box. I don't want to talk about every single product because I did do an unboxing for all of these months aside from August, but a couple of things that were fails for me in this box were the Trestique mascara. I'm just not a fan. I have a favorite mascara and I'm finding it really hard to use anything else. I really love, I'm obsessed with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. This has become my holy grail mascara. It's one of the only formulas that I've found at the drugstore that doesn't smudge underneath my eyes, that's cruelty-free. I love this so much that I'm having a hard time like even wanting to try other mascaras. So this one is a fail for me. That's not to say that if you got this that you would hate it. Not that I hated it. I don't hate it. It's just I have very particular needs when it comes to a mascara, and that has a lot to do with how oily my skin is. So I have a real problem with transfer underneath the eyes, as my skin gets oily throughout the day, my makeup has a tendency to sort of migrate. So once I find a mascara that doesn't do that for me, that's sort of it for me. I don't need to try anything else. So this, I just didn't need it. So like I said, it's not to say that it's bad, it's just not for me. The other product in that box that was, I don't want to say a fail, but just wasn't for me, was the little hair dryer that we got. It was the PYT Mini Turbo hair dryer. It's like buried in my backups closet over there. I've showed you guys that before. I don't want to dig it out because it's a mess in there, but I will probably use it at one point in time, maybe if I'm traveling, but I really don't blow dry my hair, hardly ever, and I do already have a blow dryer, so for me, even though it's something that works really well, it does a great job. It's nice and lightweight. It does a nice job, you know, drying out the hair. I like that it came with attachments. It just wasn't something that I personally needed in my collection, and that's what made it a fail for me. The last thing that I did want to talk about as like an honorable mention was the Tarte Pro Glow palette. I love this thing. It's got 2 bronzers on the bottom, 2 highlights in the middle, and 2 blushes on the top. I really, really love this thing. I didn't want to list it as like one of my top 2 favorites just because I have lots of bronzers and highlights that I really, really love, as opposed to these that were sort of unique to my collection, but I did really, really like this, and I do use it a lot. I actually took this with me traveling a couple of times. It sort of had everything I needed in it, and I do really enjoy it. And then July was Au Naturel. That was our theme. The real standout product for me in that box was this LMS Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. I love this mask. I love it. It makes my skin so soft. It evens out my skin tone where, like, I get really red after I wash my face and when I'm putting a mask on. Usually when I remove the mask, my skin is quite red just from the removal process. This made my skin look so even, so nourished and juicy. I really, really loved this. So this was definitely the standout product to me. There was lots of great products in that box. Particularly, we got a brush set from Luxie that I really enjoy. You guys know I love getting brushes, but this one really stood out to me as something unique to my collection. I don't have a mask that has any of these ingredients. It has avocado and broccoli seed oil. I don't know if I've ever seen a product with broccoli in it, but I love it. It's a great mask. I think it would work for any skin type. One of my friends came over and we gave ourselves little facials. We both used this mask. She has dry skin. I have oily, acne-prone skin. We both loved it. So that was definitely the standout product to me for that month. The fail, I keep saying fail, but I use that term loosely. When I say fail, I mean it just wasn't something I got excited about, was the Kojin Dough Spa Cleansing Water Cloths. I don't have them on hand because I used them up. I did take them with me when I went to Shediac to visit some family on my vacation. So, I mean, of course, it was nice to have those for traveling purposes. I didn't have to bring like a liquid remover or a micellar water or anything like that. However, it was 10 cloths, it was valued at $17, and I would have just as easily purchased like a small package of eye makeup remover wipes from the drugstore for a fraction of that price. So it just wasn't something that I got excited about. So that's sort of my rundown on the July, my favorite and fails from that month. And then the August box, which you guys didn't see me unbox, the theme was totally boxy. And I actually have a couple of favorites. By a couple I mean 3. I'm having a hard time narrowing it down. And it may be because they're so new to me, where the other boxes I've had a chance to really figure out which products really stood out to me. But particularly, I got the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I have been using this as a primer for the last week under my foundation, and I love it. I love it so much, and I really haven't had a primer that I've received in a Boxycharm that I've been in love with. Everything has really not been geared towards my skin type, and even though I'm oily, and this is a illuminating face oil, this works for me. It just gives the skin a very youthful, radiant appearance. It is not oily like a facial oil. It doesn't just sit heavy on the skin. I apply a couple of drops to the face, rub it in, and it absorbs. It absorbs so quickly, and then I go over top with my foundation. My foundation goes on really nice and smooth over top. I'm really, really enjoying this, and I haven't noticed, even with my oily skin, I haven't noticed any issues with my foundation kind of breaking apart throughout the day, so I'm really, really enjoying that. And the other product that I want to mention as a favorite is the Becca Hydra Mist and Refresh Powder. This stuff is so cool. I think everybody got this in their box, so if you get a box, if you got the box for August, you know what I'm talking about when I say I have never felt anything like this in my life. So this, it says it's a weightless powder. It sets and refreshes makeup for a silky smooth, invisible finish. Formulated with 50% water and glycerin, this powder creates a mist-like sensation on the skin for a seamless finish and comfortable feel. Okay, when you put this on your face, it feels wet. It is the most unusual sensation I've ever experienced in my life. I was prepared for it because I had seen 5 million unboxings before I received my box, but like knowing in your mind and feeling it on your face are two totally different things, and I just couldn't believe. It feels wet. My brush feels wet, but then when I touch it, it's not wet. It's the weirdest thing. All that to say, aside from like the cool, weird sensations, this makes my skin look so airbrushed. It makes my pores completely disappear. I have to use next to none, like very, very little. And I just kind of dust it on the oilier sections of my face. Makeup applies beautifully over top. I don't find I'm getting oily throughout the day. It just works. I love this so much. It's valued at $39. I could see buying this with my own money. And it doesn't have talc in it, which is really hard to find in a powder. So I was really, really impressed. This is something that I can use. I don't have to worry about it breaking me out. I really, really love this. The big fail for me this month was the Big Ego by Tarte. This is a mascara. I don't like it. I know everybody loves it. Are you okay? Charlie's crying. Everybody loves it. Everybody I know that tried it really, really liked it. I didn't. I used it once. I immediately got raccoon eye within like an hour. Oh my gosh. Excuse me while Charlie has a fit because the mailman came. Is that not okay? Is that not allowed? I know. Did you tell him? Did you tell him? Oh my gosh. My dog is so high maintenance. Okay, so back to the mascara. I tried this once. I would say within 2 hours, I had raccoon eye underneath my eyes. I cleaned that up. This was on a work day. So I cleaned that up underneath my eyes, and I swear every time I looked in the mirror after that, it was back underneath my eyes. Ruined my eye look for the day, made me look really tired and crazy. It's not for me. Now, one of my best friends, she received this in her box, and she loves it. So that's what I mean when I say like the mascaras, they're not necessarily fails for everybody. They were just fails for me. I have one that I love. It's very affordable. So this was not it for me. That's my rundown on the products that we received through Boxycharm over the summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thought it was kind of a cool idea. I have been saving the cards so that I can do a year review of all the Boxycharm boxes. Probably in December I'll do that. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that. I think it's kind of interesting to look at the months after you've had some time to sort of reflect on the products, what products have made their way into like the favorites category, and what products that even maybe I thought I liked at first, but as I've used them, they're just kind of meh. You know what I mean? So I just thought this might be kind of a fun idea. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite and fails were for the summer. I'd love to hear from you guys. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!